Welcome back to the series about data, storage, hard drives, devices, and more. Today we're actually getting into the goody good stuff. Today we're going over the external solid state drive. You may have seen many of these, or you even have one of these at home. I would not doubt it, because these are extremely useful in terms of, editing and on the go. And a lot of photographers and videographers use these on a daily basis, including myself. So the uses for a drive like this is to edit from. Essentially, you'll plug this into your computer, whether you're on the go or at home, and you can have an easy drive to move around from place to place if you don't edit in one place all of the time, whether you travel a lot or you like go on the couch versus your desk and things like that. But this allows you to move around without worrying about damaging the drive in general, because it doesn't really have any mechanical moving parts in it. So this is a drive that you can plug into your computer, edit from, you can move it around, you can shake it around, you could drop it on accident, and it's not going to damage the drive. The one thing that will damage these though is heat. So you wanna keep them nice and cool while you're using them. Don't tuck it under your butt or put it under the computer, because you don't want them to get hot, because the hotter they get, the more damage they occur, and eventually they will die. But if you keep good care of it and don't obviously abuse it, it will last a really long time, and they're very useful for being able to go on a trip or edit on the go or edit in different places. So that's why they're really good to use. I wouldn't say there's a scenario where I wouldn't use this for that, but I would say there are scenarios where you shouldn't use this drive. The one thing I would not use this drive for is data storage for long-term or mass storage. And by that, I mean, if you just got done filming a wedding or photographing a wedding, don't just throw all of that wedding onto this drive and then expect this to be your only source of backup. For one, these are way too expensive per terabyte to be using as your backup storage. You should be only using these for active projects. But not only that, but they don't have that much storage. I mean, this is 2 terabytes versus this ginormous thing being less cost for, I think, 10 times the amount of data. So definitely use these for active projects, not archival or backlog or anything like that. But the way these work is just similar to all the other devices we've seen so far. So it's flash storage, and I use that term generally, not literally, because there's a lot of different terminologies for storage devices, but it's not physical spinning disk drive storage. It is virtual zeros and ones and things like that go on a chip versus a physical spinning disk. So these are less likely to get damaged, and they're easier to use when you're on the go, but definitely don't use them for long-term or mass storage. There's multiple brands you can get, SanDisk, Samsung, etc. There's different size types, there's different prices, there's different speeds. So check out, see which one that works best for you. Obviously, the higher the speeds, the better, but if you're not too picky and you want to save some money, you can go with last gen's model that'll generally have less speed, but it'll still do the job for you. It's still better than trying to edit off of a normal external hard drive that has a spinning disk. But that's it for this today, and we'll see you on part 6.